Hello, and thanks for clicking on this video. For the next couple of minutes, I just want to talk about the Profit by Design 2-day workshop that's coming up in the next few weeks in Brisbane. It's really based on working through the workbook and applying the principles of what I call Profit by Design. Now for me, a few years ago when I was working in financial services, we did an analysis of our customer base, and that was around 2 million customers at the time. And what we figured out was there was about 23-24% of customers that were actually contributing the majority of profit back to the business. And that came from the way that they behaved, the way they bought products, and the way that they interacted with the organisation. And then we had a mix of other customers. Some of them actually took away value from the organisation, and some were had been neutral. And when I left that financial services company, then I sort of had that knowledge in my head, because what we did then was we figured out all the strategies around what we would do with growing more customers of that profitable style of relationship and trying to turn the other customers into sort of a transactional relationship, not really trying to get rid of them, but actually reduce the cost to serve those customers or change the way they interacted with the organisation so they actually became more like the profitable customers. So having that insight, then I left the organisation and I started consulting, and for the last 12 years I've worked with about 35 different organisations and found exactly the same thing. Whenever I start with a business and looking at what they do and how they're doing it, we look at the customer portfolio, and what we find is that it's the same sort of mix. And we tend to think of it as the Pareto principle of the 80-20. That is, 20% of your customers tend to produce about 80% of your profit. And about 80% of customers therefore produce about 20. So the principles behind Profit by Design are based on trying to make sure that we get the optimal customer portfolio for either a startup business or an existing business, that we focus on acquiring only the customers that are the profitable promoters. And what I do is we work through a process that is aligned to, we work through the book, we fill out a lot of templates, we work through the process that is what I call the architecture for customer engagement, which is really this document here, this template. And there's a lot of precursors, if you like, to actually designing the process. And they're about defining those ideal customers, understanding what the sweet spot is, which is that two-way exchange of value between your organisation and the customer. And when you find that sweet spot and then you deliver on that value, your customers become profitable promoters. There's a whole range of other things that we consider in here as well, making sure that the values of the organisation go right across the chain, and the way that we interact with customers from the beginning is congruent right through to the end, because customers make decisions emotionally and then they seek rational information to justify it. So if there is no congruence across the engagement with customers from the very outset right through to becoming a customer and closing sales, if you like. And as a matter of fact, I don't actually like using the term closing sales. To me, it's about opening relationships. And the goal of anything we do with customer engagement, whether it's content marketing, whether it's social media stuff, traditional marketing or sales activities, it is always about creating an advocate in the business, a customer that is a profitable promoter. And that's what the architecture of customer engagement is about. It's about making sure we get these precursors right. We work through the process of how we engage with customers, with the goal being a profitable promoter at the end of it. And that's what the 2 days workshop is all about. We go through the theory and step by step, and then we fill out templates as we go, and then we complete the overall blueprint or architecture for customer engagement. And that's what the 2-day workshop's all about. So I'll hope you join me for the workshop. It's going to be a great couple of days and life-changing in terms of how you apply it to your business. Thanks for watching.